One of the hidden gems within Provo, Utah is Lover's Lane. It follows the Upper East Union Canal and it goes 1.5 miles along University Avenue. A tree-lined area used to be a canal and now is a soft surface running trail. It's used heavily by the track and field teams in local areas, including Timpview, Orem, Mountain View, and BYU cross country and track team, as well as professional and recreational runners, hikers, and bikers. And for this reason, we've worked hard to develop this with the Roadrunner Junior Club and maintain it with service projects with the city of Provo. They provided the equipment and we provide the workers. Now, one of the things we also do is along this trail, we meet up with other runners, many of the Olympians that train on this trail and have had such a great success this past summer. So just a little bit about the history of the trail. It was designated an easement for 4-foot easement wide to allow access for runners by Mayor Billings. And this, we're proposing an extension, a 1-mile extension along the Timpanogos Canal to extend this trail from 1 mile, 1.5 miles, up to 3.5 miles. And this would give access to Indian Road Trailhead and up to Bridalveil Falls. You look at where this starts, this is at the mouth of the canyon where the Timpanogos Canal goes underneath the highway, and there's a couple points and then it hits this overgrown trail area where it would be a fantastic connection into the other trail system. So here we go, we're going to start. There's the trail, you can see this on Google Earth. There's some meters, and this is about a 3-foot diameter pipe, or in certain sections 2 1.5-foot diameter pipes. And it goes all the way back down to BYU and delivers water to the neighborhoods. And Tree Streets area ends here at the new future site of Wasatch Elementary. Now, the pipeline delivers water, and for this reason, there's an easement that owners can't build upon this. Now, this was established back in the 1800s, these canals that would bring water to the farms. This was a clay-lined ditch that brought water into these areas, and then they piped it to reduce the risk of water loss and canal breaches and other things. And it travels underneath these pathways. Here's another hidden part of Old Willow Lane where the pipeline goes underneath this. And there are many of these undeveloped trail segments throughout the city that could be developed into fantastic running and biking trails. You know, homeowners can't build on top of it. If the Timpanogos Canal Company has to come in and do a repair, they have the option of doing that and having access to this area. And you can see the water flowing. It flows through gutters to people's backyards. I'll just show this route. I'll do some aerial views of this. Here's one of the farms over near the end of the segment that we'd propose along Foothill Drive, and it starts here by this sheep pasture, and there's a paved trail, and off to the side of it is where that starts. So you can see the aerial view. There's some scrub tree overgrowth in the area that would need to be cleared out, but it follows this ridge above the road and continues for about 1 mile. Now this first segment right here is right by the Riverwoods Mall, and a lot of development that's happening in that area as more homes and businesses are built in this area. There's going to be further demand for use of this trail. Now this trail, you can see a backyard right here that's been built in that area. You obviously need to talk to that homeowner. But there's an easement along this whole area, 10 feet to either side of the canal. So that already exists in this area, the easement, to be able to maintain that pipeline and that trail. So here we have kind of the undeveloped trail. You can see people are using this as a walking path. You can also see the tracks of a vehicle that has come down here. So it is definitely drivable or walkable right now. It's just rough in a few areas that would need to be fixed up. So we're going to go down just these different segments and just look at the trail with the aerial view. No major excavations. It'd be more just surface, clearing out some trees and putting down some gravel in these areas with maybe some signposts and other things that would indicate the length of the trail and the accessibility of it. No motor vehicles, just open to runners, walkers, and bikers along this trail. You can see some apartment complexes here as well. And if this trail were developed, I could imagine that they would build access points to this trail. It'd be a big asset in this area to have a soft surface walking or running trail. It's on this side of University Avenue. And then also importantly, it connects up to another trail system up above that would connect into this Indian Road trailhead with trails that go all the way to Bridalveil Falls and even continue on above that as it goes up the canyon with some of the new trail systems that have been developed up there. So it'd be a big asset for the bikers and hikers and others that would want just continuous access down into Provo. So here we can see the Indian Road trailhead. That would be the termination of this trail. You can see restrooms and very nice facilities, and then the additional trail system that is up above. Developing this trail system is going to take a lot of work. It's going to take coordination with homeowners. It's going to take coordination with the city government and others, the utility owners, the Timpanogos Canal Company. And so we want to just start the conversation. Please reach out and contact me if you have input on this project. We're committed as the Rotor and Junior Club to making this happen. We'd like to get your input as well. We want to create this great environment for Olympians and future Olympians, for community members and others. So please reach out if you have any feedback, and we'll collect that and try to move forward.